Beloved hoteliers, welcome to Hoteliers Connect, Jobs and Info India. As we discussed in the last section, we are going to discuss with the FHRI point what we have discussed after the hotel is open. Okay, I don't want to take more than 10 minutes. Many points are there. We'll make it within 10 minutes. Alright. Before that, if you want to, if you haven't subscribed our channel, kindly subscribe. Click the bell icon to get a further videos to your notification. Right. Get into the videos first. Okay. The first point: engage with the employees at home and working in the hotel as they are the real asset. Yes. Kindly engage with your employees. They are the really asset for us. Fine. The second point: the safety and security of paramount is important. Yes. The safety and security is paramountly important. So we need to give a preference for the safety and securities. Fine this. The third point is online learning to update skill. Yes. See guys, now we are at home. Simply spending time to watching TVs and YouTubes and everything. So what happens is we have to spend some time to learning through the onlines. As we say, our hotel industry is a sea. There is no ending learning in the hotel industry. We have also been updating every time. The way we serve the food, the way we present the food, the way we make dishes, all these things we have to keep updating. So kindly do some learn in the onlines in the quarantine days. Fine. Next, work with government authorities, health workers, police, extras. Yes, this job probably the HR managers or security manager will have to work with the government authorities, police, to what the instruction has been given by the government and police department to follow us. Fine. Alright. Next point, we'll go for that. Engagement with the guest. Use loyalty program to engage with the guest to bring business in order to avoid paying commissions to OTA. Yes. Yes. So what happened? We are in the hotel industry. As well as we are in the hotel industry, what happened? So we all have the guest data, like a front office, every restaurant, bar, all we have a guest data. So we keep engaged with the guest. The guest, when he enters in the first time, he may come through OTA. But once he comes through the OTAs, we'll have to make sure that the guest has to call us and book directly, either the FOM or the salespeople. So we can now, I hope we are paying almost 20% of the room tariff to the OTAs. To avoid the OTAs, keep engaged with the guests. That's what they have discussed. Alright, the next point. We are going to the next point is no buffet service near future. The pre-preparation food to be served. Yes, there is no buffet service when we initially open up our restaurants. Buffet service, it leads everybody, to get up from the table and go to the counter, as well as everybody using the ladder. So to avoid that, what happened? We have planned either a la carte service or the pre-plated service. The pre-plated, nothing, just like a plate. We have the main course, accompaniment, sauces, salad, sides, all will be set in the one plate. It's called the pre-plated service or the a la carte service to be done. Fine. The next point, we are going for. In case having displayed buffet, only trained associates to serve food from the buffet as per the FSSAA instruction. Alright, let me tell you first what is full form of FSSAA. The Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. That's the full form of FSSAA. Alright, in case we are having the late buffet service, there will not be no training stops to be placed. Only well-trained staffs who have been working with us for long. Those kind of staffs to be handled the buffet counter. That's what it says. The next point will go, the guest to leave the IRD tray outside the room. Yes, previously what happened, once the guest has finished their meal, we'll go back for the clearance inside the room. Either the tray service or the trolley service. Now what happened? They say strictly, so do not go to the room. We request guests to leave the tray outside for us to collect. Fine. The next, we are going for maintain the sanitizing checklist. Yes, every restaurant, every department have the checklist, cleaning checklist we have. So the cleaning checklist become to the sanitizing checklist. It has to change, become a sanitizing checklist, and it has to be maintained properly. Next, all employees to to become a housekeeper. Yes, all the employees. What we do as a hotelier, when we go around to the hotel, when we go around to the premises, so when we see the small paper tissues, what happens, we'll clean ourselves and put it in the dustbin. So we don't have to call for the housekeeping desk and wait all these things. So now each and every staff of the hotels is become a housekeeper. It's everybody's responsibility to keep our place clean and sanitary. That's what it says. The next point, the clinically clean is the new level of cleanliness. Yes, the clinically clean is the medically clean is the new level of cleanliness. So medically clean to be followed. Then the amenities kept in the room, amenities kept in the guest rooms cannot be reused. The amenities, probably the time permits, our next section will have what are the set of amenities to place in the rooms. So now this amenities, for example, the soaps, shamps, toothpaste, paste kit, combs, tea sausage, milk powder, coffee sauces, etc. So this thing, what happens, whether the guests are used or not used, we will not reuse them. Next point. Prefer liquid sanitizers only, which should have a 70% alcohol, then get gel-based sanitizers. Yes, let me tell you again. They prefer liquid sanitizers only, which would have a 70% alcohol, then gel-based sanitizers. Yes, so they say use the liquid sanitizers, then a gel sanitizer. That's what it means. Next, we'll go for our next point is use waterproof mattresses and pillow protector. I don't know how possible, how possible it is use the waterproof mattresses and pillow protector. So we have to find, we have mattresses. Again, all the hotels, the cost is going to high to make the waterproof mattresses and pillows. Next, the only designated staff will handle guest room linen. Yes, only the staffs who have been allotted to handle the guest room linen, they have only those asked to handle, not like everybody goes and handle the guest room linen. And housekeepers and other people, they need to make sure the policies and procedure of handle the guest room linen, and will need to be those staffs whoever we have picked, they need to be trained well and make sure they are doing well. We have to monitor that they are maintaining well, they are doing well. Then the next point, bring confidence building measure, so as to bring the confidence in our guest. Example, security checks vehicle at the entrance and have a door frame, metal detectors to ensure safety and security of our guest. Yes, so we need to, this is also everybody's responsibility. The guest, we need to make a confidence level to the guest that I am going to the, okay, we can travel to, we can use the hotels. So those kind of confidence to bring, like an example, as the security checks vehicles in the entrance, and also the metal detector check ensure the safety and securities of the guest. Fine. The next point, the awareness for hotel staffs, certification and conduct hygienic audit. Yes, hygienic audit certification course to be done. Not like before also we are doing it, not like in this case we need to do extra care of hygienic audit. Provide safe and sanitized environment to the guest. Yes, the guest, wherever he permits, not only the front area as well as the back area also, wherever the guest has been moving, we need to make the safe and sanitized environment to the guest. That's what it says. Next point, the target domestic market. Inbound will take time. 25 million people in India is outbound. Yes, as soon as we open, we have to target the domestic market, inside domestic market, local market, to get business. People will travel, to travel people will take some time. Till that we need to target the domestic market. The next, do not reduce room rates. This is another valuable point. Do not reduce the room rates. In fact, our cost of the room is going to cost high comparing to earlier. To all this washable mattresses, protectors, and we need to have a mask, sanitizing, all these things is going to cost much than the earlier cost. So do not reduce the room tariff due to the COVID-19. This is what they created. And create a room package which should include a hotel car, airport pickup and drop service. Yes, because many things we can say as an example. Create as a room package, airport pickup and drop, MAP plan, MAP, AP plan and CP plan, all this in the F&B services. As well as where the guest comes, we can provide either the lunch or dinner as part of the room tariff. For example, the guest asks the food in the buffet, minimum it will cost 700 to 800 rupees at the average cost I'm talking about. So when we can also give this as a part of the room tariff, that also will help us to bring back our business. Fine. The next thing, screening facilities at time office. This is also another valid point. Screening facilities should be done at time office. Because time office, not only staff, other suppliers also will come. Suppliers also will enter through the time office. Though time office, suppliers and other people also will all enter through the time office. The time office need to be screened properly. Fine. Next, the staff zone. The lockers should have a 10 feet distance. Yes, the staff lockers should have a 10 feet distance. See, previously what happened? Staff lockers which kept nearby. So staff lockers, they said, have a 10 feet distance. So as a staff, what we have to do is when we go to the locker, we don't spend time unnecessarily. Go to the locker, change uniform, go back. Somebody is changing, the locker is full. The other people who comes, they'll have to wait outside. The person has to come out, then we'll go in. So this procedure can be followed. Fine. Then next, the hotel management to create COVID-19 officer, coordinator who will be reporting any health related issues in the hotel or will get in touch with the local authorities if required. So hotel management has to appoint a COVID-19 officer regarding the health issues. Wherever you find the health issues, he will inform to the management as well as he will get touch with the local authorities if required. So hotels needs to be appoint a COVID-19 officer regarding the all health issues for the staffs as well as guests also. Now, use 3-layered face mask. There are many masks which comes with only one layer. Anyhow, even in operation we will be using our mask for your kind of information. That mask should be a 3-layer mask, not a single layer. The other point is we are coming to kitchen. Divide kitchen into 3 areas: range critical operation area, non-range critical area, and pre-preparation area, and maintain social distancing. So what happened kitchen? What is going to say? We need to split the kitchen into 3 areas. First, where we make a mise en place, one area to be separated to keep a social distances. Other thing, where we prepare the food, that's another range. Next to the range where we prepare the food, that's second area. Third area where the pickup counters will be there. One food is ready with the garnishes, pickup counter. So these 3 areas will be separated. That's what they are saying. The 3 areas, the mise en place areas, food preparation areas, and food delivery area. The 3 areas should be separated. All right. Place individual hand sanitizers in every room. Yes, of course, we'll all have soaps or other thing. We need to place the individual sanitizer at every rooms we must keep. That's what it says. The next, use 100 ppm chlorine for sanitizing non-veg items, 50 ppm chlorine for veg. Whenever we are receiving area, the receiving of veg and non-veg, they are advising us to use 100 ppm chlorine for the non-veg as well as 50 ppm chlorine for veg items. Then have one isolation room for every 50 room. Every 50 room you must have one isolation room. Right? Do not send back the staff if he or she has illness. Yes, this is another valid point. If our staffs on duty, he or she are sick or illness, so make sure the management has to not to send them back to the home. We supposed to send back to the hospital. Make sure they are well. We need to follow them. As we mentioned, that's the first point. They are the real asset for us. Fine. Next, do not compromise on social distancing. Yes, after we go back to work also, till the problem is get over, till some time we need to follow. As soon as the COVID gone, also we need to follow to do not compromise on the social distancing. We need to follow till the further proper notice from the government. Next. Marking to be done in staff accommodation. Yes, staff accommodation, marking to be done where we supposed to stand each and every staff, the marking to each and every place, they are marking to be done in the staff accommodation. next point we are do not use face reading or biometric machine for attendance. Use other software or CCTV to check the attendance. So this is, do not use the biometric or the face reading software, because this also will lead into the COVID-19. So we go back to our whole procedure, either by signing in the time office, or some other way you need to follow, but we said do not use the biometric or face reading machine. Okay, use high power air blower at bell desk and sanitizer with 70% of alcohol to sanitize guest luggage. This is also another valuable point. Use the high power air blower in the entrance, the bell desk, and sanitizer with 70% of alcohol to sanitize the guest luggages. That is a very important point. 70 guest luggages to be sanitized with 70% of alcohol sanitized. Fine. Use sodium hypochlorite to sanitize the receiving area. The sodium hypochlorite to sanitize the receiving area. This chemical, the sodium hypochlorite, to be used at receiving area to sanitize. Fine. Next, all the vehicles to the hotels to be sanitized. All the vehicles is not only the guest vehicle, the staff, not only the two-wheeler, not only the four-wheeler, all the vehicle, the staff vehicle as well as the guest vehicle to be sanitized when they entering in the hotel. Fine. Next. Okay, last 2 points we are going to finish. Wash egg grate in 100 ppm chlorine for 2 minutes. Yes, the egg grates, the many egg grates they used to use, the egg grates, they are basing us to wash in 100 ppm chlorine for 2 minutes. Fine. The last point. Use 50 ppm chlorine to wash hard shell vegetables like potatoes and tomatoes, or vegetables like hard shell vegetables like potato and tomatoes. They are basing us to use 50 ppm chlorine to wash hard shell vegetables like potatoes and tomatoes. So these are the points. I hope I have been covered with a short time. I hope this useful video is useful for you and all. People want to explain me into Tamil or in other language, Hindi or other languages, kindly give your valuable comments. So we probably will make in these points with the local languages to all the staffs to get benefited. If really needs, kindly tell us in comment section. We'll definitely work on it, we'll do it. Fine. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. We are going to see you in another useful section. Until then,